Tonight on Trendkill Radio, ex-Guns N' Roses drummer Steven Adler hospitalized for a stabbing. Is Greta Van Fleet's drummer a Nazi supporter? And Ozzy gives a big to President Trump.
Sharon!
All this and more coming up on Trendkill Radio.
Bow to it.
What's going on, everybody? This is Trendkill Radio, the show about rock news, except for when it's not. Sponsored by the Foundry Concert Club and Fantasy Entertainment Complex right here in Cleveland, Ohio. I am your host, Sean Ryan.
And I am Coley Colgate.
And let's just take this time out for you guys to subscribe.
Smash that subscribe button with your dick tip.
Let's just get it started right now. We got Steven Adler up on the chopping block.
Yeah.
Figuratively.
Kinda. A little bit.
Steven Adler, this poor bastard, oh God, as if his life couldn't be any harder. Like, he has struggled with addiction for years, decades. I mean, he was fired from Guns N' Roses back in like 1990 when he couldn't even perform the drum parts of Civil War. He has been in and out of bands that he has started and just constantly in rehab and out, and he was even on Celebrity Rehab with Dr. Drew Pinsky and the spin-off Sober House. This guy is just no stranger to trouble.
He's had a rough go, but can you cut to the chase, please?
Steven Adler was admitted to the hospital Thursday night after an apparent stabbing. An ambulance was called
to his home.
Not
out and about
in California.
Home, private residence.
Reportedly had a stabbing in his stomach.
Yeah. I got stabbed twice in the stomach. Different occasions.
It was basically speculation, but it was reported that it was an attempted suicide. By the time that news has started to develop a little bit, it was realized that it was a superficial wound, non-life-threatening.
And they're calling it an accident, which is, I guess, the most important takeaway from this. So,
if I hadn't already packed my letter opener, I'd give you such a stabbing.
Said his sobriety's been on track. He wasn't under the influence of anything. There wasn't any sort of domestic dispute. It was just an accident.
Because he has had domestic disputes. I'd done a little research, but Steven is no stranger to danger. He has been in and out of court and probation and stuff for slapping around various women and all this kind of bad stuff. Not good, but I mean, it was a little while ago, and it was back when he was on drugs and stuff. So you can just expect drug addicts to just be scummy shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
But he has had his life back on track, and his manager had come out and said he is sober. He wasn't suicidal. This was an accident, and this is an ongoing kind of ordeal. Which maybe by the time that I post this, there will be a couple more developing details.
I guess we'll just have to look out for him, on the next season of the new VH1 hit show. They've been promoting it, and it's VH1 Stabbed.
Yeesh.
So that's that.
We're done.
Next
story, we have Greta Van Fleet. Excuse me.
Feet is fine.
God damn it, I just do not like this band. I'm sorry if you're a fan. No, I mean, it's just one of those things where it's like, it's one thing if you are influenced by a band, and you take that,
rip it off,
and you making a little amalgamate of your favorite acts. Don't sound identical to the fucking band.
Or look identical.
No.
Or everything. Kind of pretend like you have no idea what people are talking about. Like, get the fuck out of here.
So irritating. But the drummer...
Yeah, Daniel Wagner is his name. D-Wags. He's in some heat right now. Some hot water.
D-Wags.
Guy was admittedly not good at social media. Says he doesn't like doing it because he's not good at it. He can't keep up. He doesn't know what's going on. He decides to, in his downtime at the studio while they're working on their new record, kind of fill the time by going and finding, haters on their Instagram feed. And this guy, and then going and liking their most recent photo to kind of say, I see you.
Let's be friends.
Sure, or let's be friends, or I see you. I don't know.
Yeah, like I see your negative shitty comment, but I'm gonna give you a like.
I'm gonna give you a like.
Brag to your friends all about it. Maybe create a bridge rather than
something.
Rather than break down the Berlin Wall.
Again, allegedly. Allegedly. Now, the problem is he wasn't really paying attention to some of the photos he was liking, and some of them were wildly inappropriate. For example, this one here.
Yeah.
That's a no-no. You can't go around liking stuff like that. And he did, and he liked a couple things that were a little inappropriate. And the fans, you know, if you have Instagram, you know that you can see what other people are doing most of the time. So they see him actively liking
you can see
weird
who likes
fucking pictures,
whatever.
and they kind of came at him like, we need an explanation. Why are you doing this? And it took him a little while, but he finally wrote this big, long,
why do you
post.
like this swastika on the wall?
What's up here, buddy?
I'm not your buddy, friend. He's not your friend, guy. I'm not your guy, buddy.
But anyway, so he issues this apology kind of statement.
He goes on and says, I quote, I am so deeply sorry for disrespecting every person regarding this racist comment in the last few months. Social media has proven to be the most difficult thing in my life for the past few years now. It's not getting any easier.
Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
Lately, I have been visiting GVF fan profiles that have been commenting negative things, and I have been liking their last post. I've received countless messages regarding specific likes I have made recently. I apologize to every person it has offended. Never will be my intent. He goes on, and I don't care.
Blah, 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 blah.
He explains exactly what he was doing and why he was doing it.
What we had already said earlier.
Which I explained moments ago. If you were watching, hello. Over here.
Pay attention.
My eyes are up here. Yeah, so he issues a statement. It seems to be enough for, you know, the Greta Van Fleet fan base, whoever the fuck those people are.
What the hell is wrong with you people?
Who cares? That's where I stand on this. Who the fuck cares what this guy is doing?
Who are their fans? That's the weirdest.
I don't know. I know people that are like, let's go to the show. They're fucking Zeppelin, man. It's fucking so cool. Let's fucking go. And I'm like, no thanks.
I'm like,
you are one pathetic loser.
You know, not a fan. Not a fan, never will be. And don't get me wrong, they're talented musicians. We're being young kids.
They are. And I do give them the slightest bit of respect because they are bringing more attention to the rock world, whether it be good or bad, but people are paying attention. You know, like Bring Me the Horizon is doing really well and opening up all new audiences to rock music. Ghost, and whether you like them or not, it is pushing some people back in the direction of rock music, and that's what we're all about here.
I guess. Yeah, you're not wrong.
But I mean, you could just watch this show and just be pointed in these directions.
Yeah, absolutely.
By us.
Yeah, for example, Greta Van Fleet.
And that is all we have to say about that. Next, on to our third and final story, we have Ozzy versus Trump.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Brother.
Can you imagine these two in the fucking ring together?
Absolutely, I could. Do not negate the fact that Trump has been in the wrestling ring before many times, and Ozzy has been, you know, wrestling addiction most of his life. So.
But anyways, so there was a Democratic debate last week, and there was a bit of a snafu during the live broadcasting of it, where there was a blackout.
Well, hold on. A blackout. Did you play the drinking game too? Every time AOC said something stupid, you just drink, and then next thing you know, you're blacked out.
I would like to preface this by we are not a political show at all. This is just in the news. Like, you know what? We really hate talking about anything politics. We don't care. We will get to the clip very shortly. A Twitter user had a little fun with this mishap. It really does remind me of like
WWF style. So good.
Someone's talking in the ring, and then you hear like that shattering glass.
That's ever helped me.
And it's like
Stone Cold! My God, Stone Cold Steve Austin gonna stomp a mud hole in your ass and walk it dry. That's kind of what this reminds me of, is Undertaker. Just because the way the lights just go.
Everything goes dark because all the lights had been shut out. Let's just watch it, and I'll show you what I'm talking about.
Senator Warren, I want to start with you. We are less than 50 miles.
Okay, so here's the power failure.
Looks like the Jeopardy.
Yeah, it kind of looks like that. And all the lights went out. Power totally failed.
What's happening?
And then you hear Crazy Train hit.
We're going to get this.
They're very confused. They don't know what's going on.
What's happening?
And now this is where it gets a little distorted. It's not reality. But as you can see, Donald Trump makes his entrance into the fucking arena. The fucking Undertaker through the smoke.
Oh my God! My God!
Donald Trump!
Oh my God!
Donald Trump!
Donald Trump coming down the ramp! Oh my Lord!
It's going to be a slobber knocker.
Oh Lord, it's going to be a good one.
We're going to get this technical situation fixed. We'll be right back.
Oh, God.
Oh, that
So,
is
as
fucking ridiculous.
As entertaining as that is, no matter how you lean, that's funny. As entertaining as that is, Sharon and Ozzy were pissed. They're not happy, obviously, because he made it a point to share this content on Twitter, and they're saying, like, hey, don't politicize this song. We don't want to politicize Ozzy at all, or this music, or anything, and that's exactly what you're doing. And Sharon, being Sharon, is just being pissed about everything.
Take your daughter and off, you.
Haven't really heard a word from Ozzy, really, but you have to assume Sharon is his mouthpiece, as she always has been. So what can they really do at this point? Nothing. He didn't create it. He did share it.
In a statement released by Sharon Osbourne's social media and shared by Ozzy's, she goes on to say, quote, based on this morning's unauthorized use of Ozzy Osbourne's Crazy Train, we are sending notice to the Trump campaign or any other campaigns, they are English, by the way, that they are forbidden from using any of Ozzy's music in political ads or any political campaigns. End quote. She goes on to say, Ozzy's music cannot be used for any means without approvals. No big surprise.
Yeah,
I mean,
it makes sense.
Politicians, both left and right, have been using rock music for a very,
man,
like,
gives them
always.
edge, makes them cool with the kids or whatever.
Use a fucking Steve Miller song from 77.
Boomers were really excited to fucking see that, but they're not on Twitter. They're not on the twitter.com, so they don't know. I mean, I get their stance. I think it makes sense, but at the same time, like, that video is fucking hilarious, so I don't care.
It was. Yeah.
I love it. I think it's great.
It was.
I don't know who the official person is that made it, because I only saw it shared from Trump's Twitter page, but whoever made it, kudos to you, because that's a great idea. Very funny.
I'm looking at a guy named Tommy Dix.
Well, this is on YouTube. Yeah.
So, I don't know.
That's,
he ripped it?
Ripped, yeah. So, Tommy Dix.
Tommy Dix, you
bastard.
Shameless son
How
of a
dare
bitch.
you?
How dare you use
footage
from
YouTube, from
and
Twitter,
put it on this show.
And then put it, how dare you?
I know.
The ironing is delicious. The word is irony. Huh?
Using Crazy Town, no less. I mean, not Crazy Town. Crazy Train. What if it was Crazy Town?
Come, my lady, come, my lady. You're my butterfly, sugar, baby.
Come, Melania.
We're not political, Sean. You're getting too deep.
Let's be honest. Those eyes say that she is unsatisfied. Okay, and that is all that we have for this episode of Trend Kill Radio. Come back weekly. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, do that whole thing. You can find our Facebook page in the description of this video. We are also on Instagram, Trend Kill Radio 216. Fucking hang out with your wang out.
I'm pretty excited because one day I'm certain that I will issue an apology via our Instagram page, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait.
If you ever see me apologize in public for anything, I don't mean it. Just trust me. Trust me, it is a higher up that will make me do it so they don't cut off my funding.
The legalities, whatever. Fuck all that. But anyways, thanks for watching.
Yes, I am your host, Sean Ryan.
And I am Coley Colgate.
And this is Trend Kill Radio.
It's me.
A radio.
Oh.
Bow to it.
What's going on? What the fuck was that? Hang on, I gotta. I'm like knuckle deep in this booger.
Yeah, you gotta get that. That's disgusting.
Oops.
We're both wearing ladies on our shirt. We didn't plan this. That's funny.
Mine's a dead girl, though.
Mine is
mentally ill.
Anyway, just kidding, Brittany. I love you. Call me.
Tonight on Trend Kill Radio, ex-Guns Roses drummer Steven Adler hospitalized for a... Hospitalized? Tonight on Trend Kill Radio, ex-Guns Roses drummer Steven Adler hospitalized for a stabbing.
What?
Yeah! That's already too much. That's already like, that was like 15 seconds of promo right there. Tonight on Trend Kill Radio, Steven Adler's ex-drummer... Can't take me anywhere.
We're gonna murder this cat on film tonight for Trend Kill Radio. We're putting the kill in Trend Kill Radio tonight. We're gonna prep the knives.